So here's the thing. This is my first year with the Orioles. I had never been to Camden before I got this job, amazingly. I've only done 20 games. And while I love this park and while I've walked around it, I still don't have a great feel for the behind the scenes of this park. So we're going to go on a little tour today. You all are invited to join us. We have a wonderful tour guide who's going to join me now. What's your name?
Mike Trott.
I'm sorry?
Mike Trott.
Mike Trout?
Almost.
You look a lot different in person. You're not Mike Trout.
No, I'm not.
You're Mike Trott. You haven't won multiple MVPs.
I'm like the horse.
How many years have you been giving tours, Mike?
10 years. This is my 10th year. Yep.
And what's the best tour you've ever given before right now?
Before right now, probably a bus group that came through that travels to all the ballparks. And they get to go to all 30 ballparks, and when they come here, they leave and they say this is the best one.
They say this is the best one?
Yes.
All right. Well, are you prepared to have your mind blown by how much Orioles knowledge I have?
Yes, I am.
Let's go.
I'm interested to see.
And we need a particular prop for this, so I thought maybe we'd rock some Orioles sunglasses.
Very good. Very good.
Increase the vision. All right, where are we going? You lead the way.
Okay, we're going down here, and we're going to look at the home run markers that land out here. But before that, I'll give you a little history of the whole area.
Okay.
So, Oriole Park at Camden Yards opened in 1992, and I remember it well. We've become
one of my favorite years.
We've become known as the ballpark that forever changed baseball. Typically, when ballparks were built before this, they were round, boring, bordering concrete. You played football and baseball in the same field. When we built our ballpark here, we had lost our football team, so we knew we didn't need a football field, so it was going to be baseball only. So that meant real grass. We're going to put it in the city. We want it to blend in with the city, have the history around it, and we have real grass, brick and steel, and don't even mention the word dome or anything like that. We wanted it to look like the early 1900s ballpark, the throwback days, like a retro-style ballpark. So when we opened in 1992, the other teams that came in here, they saw what we had here, and then they went back to their boring mortar and concrete stadiums, and they said, oh, we need a ballpark like Camden Yards. So now, most of the ballparks built after us, we're the 10th oldest ballpark. They've all copied what we've done here. You can go to Detroit, you can go to Philadelphia, San Francisco, Milwaukee, on and on and on. They pretty much all copy what we've done here. What kind of sets ours off is the history behind it. You're standing in front of the Camden Yards warehouse.
Yes.
Now this was started construction in 1899. It was finished in 1904. It's still the longest continuous brick building on the East Coast, 1,116 feet long. Just to put it into perspective, if you stood it on its end, it's almost as tall as the Empire State Building. Now, the building was used for many years, housed all types of material in there that would go up and down in the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad train line. By the mid-'70s, though, the building was abandoned. It was left in decay and just sat. All 983 windows were busted. It was covered with soot from the train days, and it was considered an eyesore. So when they started to put the plans together for the ballpark, a lot of people said, tear it down. It's an eyesore. We don't want it here. Now, the folks in Harbor Place loved that idea because the ballpark would be over here. The folks that sat in the upper deck without the warehouse here would look down and see Harbor Place. It'd be great for the merchants. But as you can see, smarter minds came to be and said, no, if you're going to build a ballpark, keep it historical. You're going to put it in the city. Got to keep the history around it, and that includes the warehouse. Now, when they built the ballpark, they thought it would be cool to configure everything so that home run hitters would hit the warehouse wall. So from home plate to the warehouse wall is 431 feet. So we figured a lot of powerful lefties coming through here would be able to hit the warehouse wall. So the first 3 floors have shatterproof glass. But, I mean, you can feel a little bit right now. It's a windy, like wind tunnel effect through here. The home run balls fly out, they get caught in the wind, and they die and drop in the street. And we mark the ones that drop in the street. None have ever hit the warehouse wall in a real game situation. Look around us, there's 98 home run markers out here. None have landed this year yet. Right? Yeah, there's a lot of, from all the different teams, there's a lot of them out here.
Were there home runs hit here last year?
Yes, there were 5 last year.
5 last year.
You'll see the shinier ones are from last year. They're around here, but the shinier ones obviously are from last year. We put the markers in when the season's over. So we don't have to do any work right now. None have landed here yet. So.
How do you know if someone hits a home run on April 7th and then you don't put it in until the season's over, how do you know where it was hit?
Okay, we have a gentleman that works out here who's got a little sign says, "May I help you?" And we also got a video grid to refer to. And when the ball hits out here, he's got a Sharpie in his back pocket, puts a little circle, puts an X, and the player's number on it. So we know that's where the spot is going to be.
So could some rogue fan just bring in a Sharpie, circle a dozen spots back here with an X and the player's number, and in theory,
that
nefariously ruin your plans?
It could happen, yes.
Don't do this. Don't do it.
So, Kevin, who do you think has the furthest home run hit out here by an Oriole?
The furthest home run here by an Oriole? I'd have to guess Chris Davis.
No.
Brady Anderson.
No. It's a person you wouldn't even think
Rafael Palmeiro.
No. Platoon player.
Robert Andino at the other way, 500 feet. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
It is Ryan Flaherty.
Ryan Flaherty?
He has the longest home run out here by an Oriole.
Wow.
So far. Who knows?
How far did he hit it?
I don't remember the exact distance, but it is the longest for an Oriole.
And is it out here somewhere?
Yeah, it's here somewhere. There are 98 of them out here, and it's here.